Look around you. Every day, someone is breaking under pressure. Someone is quitting too early. Someone is giving up on a dream they once believed in. And the painful truth is this: talent is not what separates winners from losers. Intelligence is not what makes the difference. Even luck is not the deciding factor. The real difference is mental strength. Mental strength is the invisible power that keeps you standing when life tries to knock you down. It is the voice inside you that says, "Keep going," when everything feels impossible. It is the discipline to stay calm in chaos, the courage to face fear, and the patience to endure pain without losing hope. You cannot control every situation. You cannot stop people from doubting you. You cannot prevent failure, but you can control your mind. And when you control your mind, you control your life. In this video, we are going to break down 7 powerful chapters that will help you become mentally strong. Not overnight, not magically, but step by step, through habits, mindset, and daily discipline. If you are ready to build a mind that does not break under pressure, let's begin with Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Take full responsibility for your life. The first and most important step to becoming mentally strong is this: take full responsibility for your life. Mentally weak people blame. They blame their parents. They blame the government. They blame their boss. They blame their past. They blame bad luck. And while some of those things may be unfair, blame changes nothing. Blame keeps you powerless. Mentally strong people think differently. They ask one powerful question: what can I control? You cannot control where you were born. You cannot control other people's opinions. You cannot control every failure or rejection. But you can control your reaction. You can control your effort. You can control your attitude. The moment you stop saying, "Why is this happening to me?" and start saying, "What can I do about it?" your life begins to change. Responsibility is not about guilt. It is about power. When you say, "This is my life, my results are my responsibility," you take your power back. Even if someone hurt you in the past, healing becomes your responsibility. Even if someone betrayed you, your growth is still your responsibility. Even if you failed, learning from that failure is your responsibility. This mindset is uncomfortable at first. It is easier to blame. It is easier to complain. It is easier to say, "It's not my fault." But easy paths create weak minds. Hard truths create strong ones. Think about successful people in any field: business, sports, academics. They all share one habit. They own their mistakes. They analyze their failures. They adjust. They improve. They do not waste energy complaining about things they cannot change. Responsibility also means keeping promises to yourself. If you say you will wake up early, do it. If you say you will study for 1 hour, do it. If you say you will exercise, do it. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you weaken your self-trust. Every time you keep one, you build inner strength. Mental strength begins with self-trust, and self-trust is built through responsibility. From today, stop saying, "I can't," because replace it with, "How can I?" Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for someone to rescue you. No one is coming. And that is not bad news. That is powerful news. Because it means your future is in your hands. When you take full responsibility, you stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the creator of your destiny. This is where mental strength begins. When you are ready, we will move to Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Control your emotions before they control you. Mental strength is not about never feeling angry, sad, afraid, or frustrated. It is about learning how to manage those emotions instead of letting them control your decisions. Weak minds react. Strong minds respond. Every single day, something will test you. Someone will disrespect you. Plans will fail. You will make mistakes. Unexpected problems will appear. If you allow your emotions to take control in those moments, you will say things you regret, make decisions you shouldn't, and damage relationships that matter. Mentally strong people understand one powerful truth: feelings are temporary, but decisions can be permanent. When anger rises, pause. When fear appears, breathe. When frustration builds, step back. You do not have to react immediately. Silence is power. Patience is power. Self-control is power. Think about how many people destroy opportunities because they could not control one emotional moment. A student quits studying because of one bad grade. An employee leaves a job because of one criticism. A person ends a valuable relationship because of one argument. That is not strength. That is emotional impulsiveness. Controlling your emotions does not mean suppressing them. It means understanding them. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Sometimes anger hides insecurity. Sometimes fear hides self-doubt. Sometimes frustration hides unrealistic expectations. When you become aware of your emotions, you weaken their control over you. One powerful habit to build emotional strength is delaying your reaction. If you receive a message that makes you angry, do not reply immediately. If someone insults you, do not respond instantly. Give yourself time. Most emotional storms calm down within minutes if you do not feed them. Another important skill is separating facts from stories. The fact might be, my boss criticized my work. The story you create might be, I'm not good enough. I will never succeed. Mentally strong people stick to facts. They improve their work instead of attacking their own confidence. Remember this, you are not your emotions. You are the observer of your emotions. You can feel fear and still act bravely. You can feel doubt and still move forward. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is action despite fear. The more you practice emotional control, the stronger your mind becomes. You start choosing logic over impulse. You start choosing growth over ego. You start choosing peace over drama. And when you master your emotions, people notice. You become calmer under pressure. You become harder to manipulate. You become stable in chaos. That stability is mental strength. Your emotions are powerful tools, but only when you control them. If you let them control you, they become your greatest weakness. In Chapter 3, we will talk about how to build resilience and grow stronger through pain instead of being broken by it. Chapter 3. Turn pain into power. If you want to become mentally strong, you must change the way you see pain. Most people run from pain. They avoid it. They complain about it. They ask, why is this happening to me? But mentally strong people ask a different question. What is this teaching me? Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your trainer. Every disappointment, every rejection, every failure carries a lesson. The problem is not the pain itself. The problem is how you interpret it. If you see pain as proof that you are weak, you will shrink. If you see pain as training, you will grow. Think about physical exercise. When you go to the gym and lift weights, your muscles feel discomfort. Sometimes they even hurt. But that pain is a sign of growth. Without resistance, there is no strength. The same rule applies to your mind. Heartbreak teaches emotional maturity. Failure teaches strategy. Criticism teaches improvement. Loss teaches gratitude. Struggle teaches resilience. Mentally weak people say, this is too hard. Mentally strong people say, this is making me stronger. Resilience is built when you refuse to quit during difficult moments. It is built when you show up on days you do not feel motivated. It is built when you keep trying after embarrassment. It is built when you stand up after being knocked down. The truth is, life will test you. There will be days when nothing goes your way. There will be seasons when you feel stuck. There will be moments when giving up feels easier than continuing. That is where mental strength is created, not in comfort, but in discomfort. One powerful shift you can make is this. Stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "Try me." Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of hardship, see yourself as someone being prepared for something greater. Every strong person you admire has a story of struggle behind their success. Strength is always built in private battles before it is seen in public victories. Another important lesson is this. Pain is temporary, but quitting can create permanent regret. If you quit every time things get difficult, you train your mind to escape. But if you endure and adapt, you train your mind to conquer. You do not grow when everything is easy. You grow when you are challenged. So the next time life hits you with disappointment, do not collapse. Stand firm, learn the lesson, adjust your strategy, and move forward again. Your struggles are not signs that you are weak. They are opportunities to become stronger than you have ever been. In Chapter 4, we will talk about mastering discipline, the foundation of lasting mental strength. Chapter 4. Build unshakable discipline. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. If you want to become mentally strong, you must stop depending on how you feel and start depending on what you decide. Most people wait to feel ready. They wait to feel motivated. They wait to feel confident. But feelings change every day. Some mornings you wake up energized. Some mornings you wake up tired and discouraged. If your actions depend on your emotions, your progress will always be inconsistent. Mentally strong people understand this. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. Discipline is waking up early when your bed feels comfortable. Discipline is studying when your phone is calling you. Discipline is working on your goals when no one is watching. Discipline is staying consistent when results are slow. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your mind. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Your brain naturally wants what is easy and familiar. It wants short-term pleasure instead of long-term success. But mental strength is built when you say no to temporary comfort for a greater future. Start small. Discipline is not built in one day. It is built through daily habits. If you cannot control small habits, you will not control big challenges. Make your bed every morning. Exercise regularly. Set a study or work schedule and follow it. Keep your promises to yourself. When you consistently keep small promises, your self-respect grows. And self-respect builds confidence. Another important part of discipline is controlling distractions. We live in a world full of noise, social media, entertainment, endless scrolling. Hours disappear without progress. Mentally strong people protect their focus. They understand that where attention goes, energy flows. You cannot build a strong mind with weak habits. There will be days when you feel tired. There will be days when progress feels invisible. There will be days when quitting seems easier. That is when discipline matters most. Discipline carries you when motivation disappears. Remember this, successful people are not always more talented. They are often more disciplined. Discipline creates structure. Structure creates consistency. Consistency creates results. And results create confidence. When you master discipline, you stop being controlled by moods. You stop being controlled by laziness. You stop being controlled by excuses. You become someone who acts with intention. Mental strength is not loud. It is quiet consistency. It is the daily decision to move forward, no matter how small the step. In Chapter 5, we will explore how to silence self-doubt and build unstoppable self-belief. Chapter 5. Silence self-doubt and build unshakable self-belief. One of the biggest enemies of mental strength is not failure, not criticism, not even fear. It is self-doubt. It is that quiet voice inside your head that whispers, "You're not good enough. You can't do this. You will fail again." If you do not learn how to control that voice, it will control your entire life. Everyone experiences self-doubt. Even the most successful people in the world have moments where they question themselves. The difference is this: mentally weak people believe every negative thought. Mentally strong people question their thoughts. Just because you think something does not mean it is true. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your greatest enemy. If you constantly repeat negative words to yourself, your brain begins to accept them as facts. "I'm bad at this. I always mess up. I'm not talented." Over time, those thoughts shape your behavior. You stop trying. You play small. You avoid risks. And then your lack of action creates the very failure you feared. To become mentally strong, you must change your inner dialogue. When doubt appears, do not panic. Notice it, then challenge it. Ask yourself, where is the proof? Most of the time, self-doubt is based on fear, not evidence. Replace "I can't do this" with "I'm still learning." Replace "I always fail" with "I haven't succeeded yet." Words matter, especially the words you say to yourself. Self-belief is not arrogance. It is not pretending you are perfect. It is trusting that you can figure things out. It is believing that even if you fail, you will learn and improve. Confidence is built through action, not waiting. Every time you do something uncomfortable, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Every time you try again after failure, you weaken self-doubt. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, your belief grows stronger. Stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison feeds insecurity. There will always be someone ahead of you. There will always be someone more experienced, but their journey is not yours. Focus on your progress. Measure yourself against who you were yesterday, not against someone else's highlight reel. Another powerful way to build self-belief is to remember your past victories. You have survived difficult days before. You have overcome challenges before. You have solved problems before. Remind yourself of that strength. Your mind listens to what you repeat. So repeat strength. Repeat possibility. Repeat growth. The truth is, you do not need to feel confident to act. You need to act to build confidence. Silencing self-doubt does not happen in one day. It happens through daily mental training. It happens when you refuse to let fear decide your future. When you believe in yourself, even slightly more than yesterday, you become harder to stop. And when self-belief becomes stronger than self-doubt, mental strength becomes part of who you are. In Chapter 6, we will talk about mastering your focus and protecting your mental energy in a distracted world. Chapter 6. Master your focus and protect your mental energy. In today's world, your biggest enemy is not failure. It is distraction. Your phone vibrates, notifications pop up, messages arrive, videos autoplay, hours disappear without you even noticing. And slowly, your attention becomes weaker. Mental strength requires focus. And focus requires protection. Your attention is your most valuable resource. Wherever your attention goes, your energy follows. If you constantly give your attention to drama, negativity, gossip, and endless scrolling, your mental energy will be drained before you even start working on your goals. Mentally strong people are very careful about what they allow into their minds. They understand that the mind is like soil. Whatever you plant grows. If you plant negativity, comparison, and fear, that is what will grow. If you plant discipline, knowledge, and purpose, that will grow instead. Start by reducing unnecessary distractions. You do not need to check your phone every 5 minutes. You do not need to respond instantly to every message. You do not need to consume every piece of information online. Learn to be comfortable with silence. Silence strengthens the mind. Create focused time blocks in your day. Even 1 hour of deep, uninterrupted work is more powerful than 5 hours of distracted effort. When you work, truly work. When you rest, truly rest. Do not mix the two. Multitasking weakens focus. Single tasking strengthens it. Another important part of protecting your mental energy is choosing your environment wisely. The people around you influence your thoughts. If you are constantly surrounded by negative, complaining, and unmotivated people, their mindset will slowly affect you. You do not have to hate anyone, but you must protect your mental space. Say no more often. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something meaningful. Mentally strong people are not afraid to set boundaries. They understand that protecting their peace is not selfish, it is necessary. Focus also means knowing your priorities. What truly matters in your life right now? Is it improving your skills? Building your career? Strengthening your health? Once you know your priorities, align your daily actions with them. Do not let random distractions steal your future. At first, focusing deeply may feel uncomfortable. Your brain is used to constant stimulation, but over time, your concentration will grow stronger. Your thinking will become clearer. Your decisions will become sharper. A distracted mind is a weak mind. A focused mind is a powerful mind. When you learn to control your attention, you control your direction. When you protect your mental energy, you protect your future. In the final chapter, we will talk about embracing long-term patience and developing the mindset of a true warrior. Chapter 7. Develop long-term patience and the mindset of a warrior. Mental strength is not proven in one good day. It is proven over years of consistency, patience, and persistence. Many people start strong. Very few finish strong. Why? Because they expect fast results in a world that rewards long-term effort. If you truly want to become mentally strong, you must develop patience. We live in a time of instant gratification, instant messages, instant entertainment, instant food, instant validation. Because of this, many people expect instant success. When results do not come quickly, they feel discouraged. They quit too early. They change direction too often. But real growth takes time. A seed does not become a tree in 1 week. Muscles do not grow after one workout. Skills do not develop after one attempt. Success is not built in 1 month. It is built through daily effort that no one sees. The mindset of a warrior is simple. Stay committed, no matter how long it takes. A warrior does not complain about the weather. A warrior does not stop, because the journey is long. A warrior understands that obstacles are part of the path, not signs to turn back. Long-term patience means trusting the process even when progress feels invisible. There will be periods where you feel stuck. There will be seasons where improvement is slow. There will be moments where you question whether your effort is worth it. In those moments, remind yourself, progress is not always visible, but it is always happening when you stay consistent. Patience is not laziness, it is active endurance. It is continuing to show up even without applause. It is continuing to work even without recognition. It is continuing to believe even without immediate proof. Another key part of the warrior mindset is accepting setbacks without losing direction. You will fail sometimes. You will make mistakes. You will face rejection. But a warrior does not define himself by one loss. A warrior learns, adjusts, and returns stronger. Think long-term. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? 10 years from now? The small daily habits you build today are shaping that future. Every disciplined action is a brick. Every focused hour is a brick. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you lay another brick in the foundation of your future. Mental strength is not about being emotionless, it is about being relentless. When you combine responsibility, emotional control, resilience, discipline, self-belief, focus, and long-term patience, you become unstoppable. Not because life becomes easy, but because you become stronger. And that is the ultimate goal. Do not rush your growth. Do not compare your journey. Do not quit too early. Stay patient. Stay disciplined. Stay strong. Because the strongest minds are not built in comfort. They are built in commitment. Conclusion. Mental strength is not something you are born with. It is something you build, decision by decision, habit by habit, day by day. It is built when you take responsibility instead of blaming. It is built when you control your emotions instead of reacting. It grows when you turn pain into power, choose discipline over comfort, silence self-doubt, protect your focus, and stay patient for the long journey. There will still be hard days. There will still be setbacks. But the difference now is this: you will not break. You will bend, you will learn, and you will rise again. Becoming mentally strong is not about being perfect. It is about refusing to quit on yourself. Start small. Stay consistent. Trust the process. And remember, when your mind becomes stronger, your life becomes bigger. Now the real question is, will you train your mind daily, or will you let it stay weak?